Hot Tots, welcome back to my channel. I wanted today to do a 15K Q&A. A Q&A, a Q&A, a Q&A, a Q&A. Little pitchy. I am going to link everything that I'm using down below in the description box. You have some Q's, I'm gonna give you some A's. So the reason why I wanted to do a Q&A is because I have a lot more subscribers. I have more subscribers, oh my gosh. I have more subscribers now, which is so amazing. I think my WW Tops video just like kind of went wild, and so I have a lot more people here, so I'm so excited to have you, but I thought I would answer some questions. Straight out the gate, I just want to tell you guys, I'm 32 years old, I'm single, I live in Ohio, I live by myself, and I am like a project manager for my company. I work for like a credit card company. And yeah, and I have a cat named Ollie who you can see back there. Don't mind this, I'm giving this to Goodwill and both of these. So I wanted to make that clear up front. Onto the questions. So I put out that I was going to answer questions on both my Instagram stories, on YouTube, like the community tab, and on my actual Instagram. So we have some different places to go for questions. Are you going to do Bumble videos again? They were so funny. We love this for me. Yes, I will, as long as I'm going on dates. So I got back on the apps, you guys, and honestly, so far not so good. I've been on one date. It wasn't like a disaster, so I didn't really need to like share it with you guys, but I will do Bumble disaster dates if I have Bumble disasters, but if they're not disastrous, then it's just like boring to talk about. You know, if I have a couple mediocre dates and I just want to tell you guys about it, maybe I'll do that. A while back, you had a medical alert / possible problem. Did you share what the doctor found? I don't remember what that was, but I'm okay. Everything is fine. What are your favorite no-point treats? Honestly, everything I eat is pretty much points except for like veggies and fruits. So I don't have any no-point treats. Low-point treats, as you guys know, I love that funfetti dip. Love it so much. It's my favorite. And funfetti dip, you use actual funfetti cake mix, and then you use sugar-free, fat-free, everything-free cheesecake jello mix. And then some people put cake batter extract in there, but I never can find cake batter extract, so I don't. You mix it up with Greek yogurt. I put some semi-sweet Lily's chocolate chips in there, and then dip my apples and fruit in there. It's so good. Love it. If I'm really hungry, I always just put a can of green beans and a can of corn, literally, and put it in a bowl, heat it up, mix it up, put salt and pepper on it, and eat that. If you guys see me do that, if you've been here a while, you know. You guys, I don't have a mirror. I just realized. So I'm gonna have to do this. But yeah, so that's the only, I don't really eat, like I said, no point treats. Especially because I'm on the green plan, which that's another question. I'm on the green plan. I started off on the blue and switched to green because I realized that the way that I eat, I wasn't eating enough calories. So at one point, just because to check in with myself, I saw how many calories, like I was counting calories and points. And I realized because I don't eat a ton of fruits and veggies, a ton of shrimp, a ton of chicken, a ton of eggs, beans, like stuff that was 0 points on blue, that I was not getting many calories at all, which if you've gone through my videos, you've seen that time in my life. So I'm now on the green plan and I really like it. And yeah, I loved the blue plan too. Like I loved them both, but I'm now on green. What type of cut do you ask for when you get your hair cut at the salon? Layers, blunt cut? I just ask to a trim and to trim my layers, and she does the feather. She does feathering on me. Because I don't like blunt. I like it to be feathered. Which if you didn't know, I worked at a hair salon for like 5 years of my life. So I color my own roots, which someone asked that too. I use 20 volume developer because that's for grays, and then I do 4N for my root color. So yeah. If you could have any celebrity body, whose would you pick? J-Lo. Thank you. Thank you. Because J-Lo has like such a kick-ass body, and but she's still curvy. She has her hips, she has her thighs, she has her butt. You know what I mean? But she is so toned and healthy looking and just like, but beautiful. Like, I love her body structure. I can't do two things at once, obviously. What is your favorite ice cream flavors ever? Cookie dough. I love cookie dough. I love Oreo. I love mint chocolate chip. I mean, it's really endless. I love half-baked. Oh my gosh, if you've never had half-baked Ben and Jerry's, like, you are really missing out, because holy smokes, there's like brownie batter in there, cookie dough batter. I don't know what else, but it's just so good. Like, I love half-baked. I also love Cold Stone. I haven't been to Cold Stone in so long. What are you doing? He hits his food out of his bowl and then eats it. Favorite Peloton instructors and types of rides. So I like the 30 or 45 minute rides the best. And I love like Cody Rigsby and Emma. They're literally my two favorites. I've tried the other girls. Some of them just like bore me a little bit, and that sounds really mean, but it's just true. And then others are just like super, super hard, which is nice sometimes, but when you're just not in the mood, like, it's hard for me to want to work out half the time. So if I know I'm like setting myself up for this hard, super hard class, I won't do it. So there's probably a ton of others that are so good, but I just don't do them because I hear they're hard. Have you experienced more success moving to the green plan? I think it's the same success. Honestly though, the reason why I think I dropped so quickly, like if you think about it, you drop quicker when you have more weight to lose. So it's kind of hard to gauge, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to gauge why I'm not losing as fast on the green plan because I don't have as much weight to lose, you know what I mean? So when I was heavier and on the blue plan, I was doing like instantly a caloric deficit, and my body wasn't used to that. Now my body's used to a caloric deficit, 1, and 2, I have less weight to lose. So I did lose more on the blue plan, but I also realized my calories were way too low and my body plateaued because of it. So I just think I can't really gauge the right answer to that because I don't really know which one would be quote unquote better, but the green plan works better for my life, especially because I eat out a lot with my friends and everything. So it's just hard to, you know what I mean? Like, gauge which one worked better for me, you know? Do you ever get tired of dieting and just want to say heck with it and just live your life? Yeah. I mean, every day I wish that I was naturally thin, you know? But it's just not in the cards for me. I'm using you guys as a mirror, so I'm not like looking down the whole time. So who knows how this will turn out. Again, like I said, I'll have everything linked down below. So honestly, I'm kind of over the whole feeling of that though. Like, it is what it is. Like, in order for my body to lose weight and in order for me to look the way I want to look, I have to watch what I eat. It sucks. It's life, you know, whatever. I'm lucky in so many other ways. So it's like, okay, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it just depends how you look at things. Like, of course, would it be nice if I didn't have to track and everything? Yes, but I'm not in control enough to not do that. Like, I am able to maintain my weight by not tracking. I know that for sure. But I am not able to lose weight by not tracking. And I know that for sure. So, you know, you do what you gotta do, you know, like we all got goals and you gotta do what you gotta do to get to those goals. Let's stop complaining about it and just freaking do it, you know? What's been the most difficult part of your WW journey? Honestly, the beginning was the hardest. It's just getting started, finding those meals, finding your momentum and figuring out like, oh, this isn't so bad. Like, this really isn't hard. That's the hardest part, was the beginning for me. It was also hard for me in the beginning because of coming into YouTube's platform with WW. It was really weird, the dynamic of people who are on YouTube and like people are weird. I don't know. That whole thing was kind of odd, you know. but it's gotten so much better, and yeah. How many pounds have you lost so far on WW? All together in my weight loss journey, I've lost 40 some pounds. I haven't weighed myself in a little while. Something around like 45 pounds so far. And I definitely could have lost more by now, but I honestly have just been living my life. So it's, you know, you guys know, I told you guys that I stopped kind of focusing on it for a while, or like I track and then I fall off track, and then I track and then I fall off track. The last like couple of months, like the last 6 months, I would literally say, to be honest. And so now I'm like super tracking right now. I'm sorry if you see my eyes at a different spot, it's just because I'm looking in the like reflector to do the mirror, you know? But I'm back on track now. Like I'm back on tracking is my main focus. So like I haven't worked out as much now because I need to focus on the food again. Cause man, I just keep going like in and out, not tracking on the weekend, then tracking, it's stupid. So we're back. We're back. What was your last Amazon purchase? Oh, a mini vacuum, you guys. Let me show you. I'll link this down below. It's a mini handheld vacuum that I'm gonna clean out my car with, but I also like clean like random stuff around the house with. It's so cute and it's mini and you just charge it. I just bought this from Amazon. It was like 40 bucks and it's so nice because you can just get small spots or like go clean out your car really quick with it. I love it. Good question. What is Beautycounter? I see you post about it on Instagram. So Beautycounter is a clean makeup company, and people will say it's a multi-level marketing company, and I guess in a way it is, but it's not like others. Like for example, like Jennifer Gardner uses Beautycounter, Kate Hudson uses Beautycounter. So many celebrities use Beautycounter because, and just in general, Beautycounter has been in Sephora, it's been in pop-up shops, it has its own store, but they want like people like to spread the word about clean beauty, which is why they do like consultants and stuff as well. But Beautycounter is most of the makeup I'm using today. It's just a clean makeup company, and Greg Renfrew, the CEO of the company, she's fighting for better beauty laws. So basically, we don't have any stipulations over makeup. So someone can literally just slap a label on something and say it's clean, you know, or that it's chemical free, and no one's checking to make sure that it is. So for example, recently all this sunscreen got recalled because there was all these bad chemicals in it and no one checks it. So people were having bad reactions and they recalled tons and tons of sunscreen. And that's what Greg Renfrew is fighting for and fighting against, is like, why is our food, you know, reviewed before it can say these things, but our makeup isn't? So that's what they fight for, and that's why I sell Beautycounter and I love Beautycounter. I don't have to have anyone underneath me. I only have to hit a sales goal of $1,200 a year, which I spend that much on it a year. And that's just because they figure like we're not going to keep you in like this separate section of Beautycounter. If you are just like buying it for yourself and want a discount, we'll put you in the rewards program. So you don't have to like, you don't have to have sold this insane amount to like stay a consultant, if that makes sense. I don't have to have anyone underneath me. I never do. You know, I don't have to like report into anyone or hit any sales goals or do anything like that. It's just the bare minimum of you have to just sell at least $1,200 worth of stuff a year. And if not, they just put you in the rewards program. But that's it. Those are the only stipulations, the only things. We don't get cars. We don't get all this stuff. Like, it's nothing like that. It's about spreading the word about clean beauty. And I love the company and I love what they stand for. And that's why I finally joined and became a consultant. And I've been a consultant now for almost 2 years, and I just a couple months ago finally got someone underneath me. I only want someone underneath me who cares about it too, and who really likes clean beauty and who is serious about it. I'm more into like women empowerment and making sure there's clean products in your hands. And if you're already looking for clean products, you know you get it with these products. It doesn't just say it and it's lying to you. You know what I mean? So I digress. That's what Beautycounter is. And they also have really good products. Like everything I've used so far is Beautycounter. How's the dating life? Hopefully better than mine. Girl, it ain't good. I did at a wedding recently get some compliments from this one guy, and he was like so sweet and so cute, and he was saying all these really nice things to me, but he lives in a different state. So I was like, well, thanks, bye, you know. And he was really drunk, so who knows what all he really meant, but it was still really nice. But I don't know, you guys, like the dating scene is just so hard. And honestly, I'm back on Bumble, but I'm not like finding even a lot of people to swipe right on. Like I'm not really attracted to a lot of the people on the app. And then once I am, like, they don't talk to me, or like, you know, they don't keep conversation flowing, or they don't want to meet up. So I'm just like, all right, well, I give up on this. Still single. When are you moving into your new place? I'm moving in end of June. So June 27th, I get my keys, which is a Sunday. And I'm gonna probably move some stuff over that I don't really want movers moving for me. And then June 28th is when the movers are coming and bringing all my stuff, which, sorry for this eyesore here. But the movers are coming to bring all my stuff. I paid for movers because A, I'm a single girl. B, all my friends now are like married and have things to do. And like, I just always feel like such a burden if I'm like, hey, can you, you know, like, I don't know, do you want to come help me move crap, you know? And then it's like, that's their Sunday and their Monday and they're working, you know, all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I paid for movers and I paid more money this time. Last time, you guys, I paid for movers. They were so young. One guy was smoking weed in the truck, then fell asleep. The other two were going like at a glacial pace and I paid per hour. So I was like, hello. It was kind of funny. And then the one kid cut his hand open, got blood on my couch, which wasn't his fault. He didn't mean it, but it was still like, cool. And then the other kid was just so slow. I ended up having to call in and be like, hey, like they're such nice kids, but like I'm not paying for an extra hour because they were literally going at a glacial pace and they were late. So anyways, I got, you know, here we go. So anyways, I got better movers this time and I think it'll be worth it in the end. What has been your favorite thing about losing weight? Ooh, I love this one. You guys, also, I'm trying out this mascara. Beautycounter has not perfected mascara yet, so I'm using these other ones until they figure it out. I don't know if I like this one. I've tried this one, which I like. The Lash Paradise. I've tried, I mean, I have so many. Anyways, I've tried so many. That one that was like a TikTok famous one, I loved that one, but you know, whatever. Anyways, what's my favorite part about weight loss so far? My favorite part has to be just like getting dressed and feeling good. Like, it's so hard as a woman to, you know, and you guys know this because 99% of you are women, but it's so hard to get up in the morning and you're feeling great about yourself and you're like, yeah, today's gonna be a good day. And then you get dressed and it's like, and you can't find anything that you feel good in. You can't find anything that you feel comfortable in. You can't find, you know what I mean? Like you just can't find anything that makes you feel good about yourself. See, this like gets all clumpy. Ugh. Oh, I don't like it. But anyways, that would be like my main thing that I love so far is just that now when I wake up and when I get dressed and everything, like I just feel good when I put clothes on. And it's not every day, it's not all the time, obviously, but most days I now like get dressed and feel cute and feel like I look cute and feel like I have like a fighting chance of like looking good out in public. And before it was like few and far between. But that's why I knew I too needed to like refocus myself on losing weight again and to like really track and stuff, because I've been starting to feel like I'm used to this weight now and I don't mind it, but I'm starting to feel like, okay, but there's still things like I'm still feeling insecure about my arms. I'm still feeling insecure about the lower part of my stomach. There's still like moments where I feel that way and I don't like feeling that anymore. So how many tattoos do you have? I have 3. One on my finger from Colorado, one on my forearm. It's a feather for my cousin who passed away, and one on my hip. It says, "To thine own self be true," in scripture writing from Hamlet. And also the Reba McEntire song Fancy, but it was from Hamlet originally, which is why they used it on Fancy, and that's why I got it. Didn't know about the Reba song at the time. What were you like as a teenager? Honestly, I was super outgoing. Like, actually, no. I was like quiet but outgoing, like the same way I am now, but I was nicer. So I feel like when I was a teenager, I would, you know, talk to everyone and see everybody and be so excited, and I never would like want to ruffle any feathers, you know, like I was always just being happy, always trying to say hi to everybody, always trying to be nice. Whereas now, like, I don't feel that urge to like have to be everyone's friend and have to be buddy with everybody, but I still am obviously nice to everyone and like all that. I also read a ton. Me and my girlfriend would just like always read. We read so much. It's so funny. We would like go and play beer pong at people's houses and do this and that and then go back home. And then we would literally stay up to like 6 a.m. reading books. But we were really good at beer pong. Let me tell you that. I was a beer pong champion. But I wasn't like super confident back then, obviously, because I was heavier at school and I just like always felt like my friends were so pretty, and so I kind of was always like that fun friend, like that fun girl that came and was like, hey guys, yeah, my friend's so pretty, you know what I mean, like help them get boyfriends, but never really looked for myself because I thought, oh, no one's gonna like me. How do you cope with days that you could eat virtually anything in the house? That's a good question. So honestly, so the days that I could just eat anything, I pretty much just make a bunch of my Weight Watchers food and eat that instead, which by the way, guys, I always get this like lip balm from Beautycounter and I love it because my lips are so crusty. But basically, I still eat everything I want. I just eat it in Weight Watchers food. So like in my previous video, I told you guys that what I do is when I'm wanting to eat the world, I'll just make a big Weight Watchers 2-ingredient dough pizza and eat that. I'll make a bunch of Kid Fresh chicken nuggets and Ore-Ida French fries and eat those. And that way that I can like kind of control, like, yes, I'm overeating. I may eat over my points, all this stuff, but I'm still eating a lot less points than I would if I bought like an actual pizza, you know? And that's how I work it out, because there are days where I'm like, I want a Denali's pizza, I'm gonna slam it. Like I'm in such a bad mood. Like I'm an emotional eater, so emotional. And all I think about is eating when I'm in those moods. And instead of eating all of those quote unquote hot, like bad, like high calorie foods, I just eat a bunch of my lower calorie food, but as much as I want. So I'll eat my Fiber Gourmet pasta, put a ton of pasta in there, a ton of sauce, and eat that. I'll do a big pizza. I'll do a bunch of funfetti dip with a ton of fruit and like even some of my pizzelles, you know what I mean? Like that's what I do. And then I end up not even eating as much, but then I'm like, okay, either way, calorie wise, I ate 1/3 of the amount of calories that I would have if I ate regular food. You know what I mean? Okay, my camera died, so I'm using my phone. So one, yes, I intermittent fast still. I intermittent fast till about noon or 1 o'clock. And it's not on purpose really, but I do that. I don't count coffee creamer as cutting my fast. But I do have coffee with coffee creamer or an energy drink in the mornings. And so it's about noon or 1 till I'm done fasting. It just helps me because I like more points at night because I'm more of a night snacker, night eater. 2, someone asked about my second channel. Yes, I have a second channel called Sips with Sophie. I review movies and TV shows and like other reviews I might be putting on there too. Honestly, I've done a horrible job over there lately of uploading on time because I have so much going on in my life, but now things have calmed down, so I should do better at that. The reason why I did make a second channel is the algorithm does screw you over if you have different content on a channel. So for example, this has more Weight Watchers content. If I go and dive too deep into other content for a week or two, it'll stop putting out my videos to anybody and it gets confused and it doesn't know where to go. So I wanted to start a second channel, which is why a lot of people do that, to kind of put my other content over there with reviews and movies, TV shows, and like storytelling and stuff over there, because that's the same type of niche and it won't get confused. The algorithm won't. So yes, that's why I made a second channel and it's super, super fun. So if you aren't subscribed over there, you should be. It's so fun. I usually watch Netflix or HBO or stuff that you guys can access over there. But I have a really great time. It just takes me a long time to record and edit those videos. Like literally it takes me about 8 hours to edit those videos. So takes a long time, and I'm trying to get back in the swing of doing that, which this weekend I'm actually recording what I should have already had posted out for you guys, so I'll have another one out for you guys soon. And then the last question I'm going to answer for you guys is, one of you asked, like, are you close to your weight loss goal? If so, what is it? My WW app wants me to lose probably 25 more pounds. And to me, I just think that'd be too thin. I hold my weight really well, but I don't want to look super skinny, super small. So I only want to lose about 10 more pounds, plus or minus 5 pounds. So maybe 15 pounds. I am currently trying to lose weight again. I was kind of just in a maintain mode for a while, not on purpose, but I just wasn't focusing on losing. And now I'm focusing on losing that last 10 to 15 this year. Because we try to have a hot girl summer, you know? But thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't, because it really helps support my channel. I post every Monday and Thursday. I love you guys so much. And if I will link other Q&As down below, because a lot of those questions were questions I've gotten before. And so you can read up on those. Thank you guys. Love you.